that I mention it, like, let's really talk about it. I never really thought of that before. You know, everyone like reports like when they start their spiritual journey, they feel so lonely and they feel so isolated. Is that because it's them isolating themselves because they just become wrapped up in their spirituality that they neglect everything else and they don't adhere to their social relationships? Or is it truly because they have differing opinions and not everybody's going to stand beside them, as a lot of people try to report? Hey mi amor, welcome back to my channel. It's Sanaa here and we're back with another video. So I changed up the setup a little bit because I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of getting a little uncomfortable sitting in that seat for an hour at a time. And I don't know, I kind of like the change of scenery. Like, it's kind of random, but I kind of like it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm back with another video essay. The last one, she didn't do so hot, but it's okay because I realized that it takes time. You got to build yourself an audience and just find the people who do enjoy what you're talking about. And so hopefully by making these video essays, I'm going to find that in due time. Patience is not one of my virtues, but this will develop some patience. So today's topic is the obsession with spiritual enlightenment. Once again, that's literally why I started this video essay little thing, because I was like, I have fallen down the rabbit hole of being obsessed with self-help and spiritual enlightenment. They were kind of intertwined, so I also have experience in talking about this topic. In a world where spirituality has become a trend, have you ever felt pressure to fit into a predetermined mold of what it means to be spiritual? I know I did, and it took a toll on my well-being as I tried to become obsessed with finding my place in this vast spiritual landscape. I'm gonna grab the mic because something about, I hope it doesn't sound too bad, but something about holding the mic while you speak, it just does something to me. Like, it really gives me video essay vibes. So I just realized that in order for the mic to actually sound good, you have to have it right up here. But the thing is, I think it picks up on like your breathing and whatnot. So every single time I want to breathe, and we're back. Today we embark on a soul-searching journey to unravel the complexities of spiritual enlightenment, navigating the pitfalls of ego-driven pursuits. First of all, can we get into the fit today? Look at the shirt and then the bracelets. You see it, and then you see it. Let's delve into the heart of spirituality and learn about the connection between ourselves and the world around us. Welcome to a quest for true spiritual awakening beyond the confines of the ego's grip. In my pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, I found myself trapped between the ego's grip of identity and validation. In my pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, I found myself trapped by the ego's relentless need for validation and identity. I constantly sought out external sources, thinking that reading, writing, watching, and mimicking certain people would make me spiritual enough. However, I failed to grasp the true essence of spirituality. It's not about appearances or aesthetics, it's about connecting with our inner selves and transcending beyond the ego's grasp. That's a funny word, not gonna lie. Grasp. Anyways, I'm always so tempted to do ASMR when I get the mic right in front of me. My watch list was filled with Taoism practices, like the idea of flowing like water and yin and yang, but I never felt fulfilled. I compared myself to others, finding that my spiritual journey didn't match theirs, and I felt that I didn't fit into the predetermined mold that I had created for myself. The ego's need for identity drove me into a box that stunted my growth and prevented me from connecting with my true self. Spirituality is not an external identity. It's a journey of self-discovery and understanding. It's about delving deep within, understanding our true essence, and connecting with who we really are, beyond the ego's cravings for validation and comparison. Remembering that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience. I'm pretty sure I got that quote from somewhere. But yeah, all that to say, spirituality isn't what social media paints it to be. In this video essay, we will explore the ego's role in the search for spiritual meaning and the pitfalls of becoming obsessed with spiritual materialism. We'll talk about how the ego can distort our perception of true spiritual growth. Moreover, you already know we're going to talk about the effect of obsession with spirituality and its effect on our mental health, as well as the importance of embracing our true selves and letting go of the ego's need for perfection and validation. Join me as we unravel the complexities of spiritual obsession and discover how we can navigate our journeys with understanding of the ego's influence. Let's move beyond the ego's grasp and embrace the beauty of simply being, as spirit beings on this magnificent journey of life. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, many individuals find themselves on a quest for something more profound, meaning and purpose. The innate desire to understand the deeper significance of our existence has led to the widespread exploration of spirituality and spiritual enlightenment. People seek answers to life's big questions. Who am I? What is the purpose of life? Is there something beyond the material world? Throughout history, various cultures have adopted practices and rituals to find answers to these questions and find the deeper meaning in life. The pursuit of spiritual enlightenment has been a fundamental practice as part of the human experience, guiding individuals on a path to understand and answer life's big questions. Mindfulness and meditation. The practice of mindfulness and meditation has captivated individuals worldwide who seek inner peace and a deeper sense of self-awareness. Rooted in ancient contemplative traditions, these practices invite us to be fully present, observe our thoughts and emotions, and cultivate a profound sense of inner calm. By exploring the depths of consciousness through meditation, practitioners embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery, freeing themselves from the constraints of the past and future. Mindfulness and meditation provide valuable tools for connecting with our inner selves, offering clarity and purpose in the chaos of everyday life. New Age spirituality. The New Age movement, which emerged in the 1970s and 1980s, represents a synthesis of spiritual beliefs and practices from diverse sources. Embracing a holistic approach to spirituality, this movement encourages seekers to explore a wide array of concepts such as crystal healing, chakra balancing, and energy work. For many, New Age spirituality serves as a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern understanding, fostering personal growth and holistic well-being. By embracing the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit, individuals find a sense of purpose in their pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Self-help spirituality. As I said before, I fell down this rabbit hole specifically. Spirituality and personal development intersect in the world of self-help spirituality. Here, the intent is positive thinking, self-empowerment, and the realization of one's full potential. Books and teachings from spiritual leaders like Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra have gained a lot of traction, guiding individuals on their path to self-realization and inner transformation. The pursuit of spiritual growth becomes intertwined with the desire for personal development, leading seekers to embrace a new life full of self-empowerment and self-discovery. Yoga. Originating in ancient India, yoga has transcended cultural boundaries to become a global phenomenon. Beyond the physical postures, yoga encompasses practices that encompass the mind, body, and spirit. Through meditation, breathwork, and ethical guidelines, practitioners seek inner harmony and self-awareness. Yoga provides a pathway for aligning our physical and spiritual selves, unlocking profound insights and spiritual experiences. The ancient wisdom of yoga encourages individuals to find meaning and purpose by connecting with their inner selves and transcending the material world to achieve spiritual fulfillment. Ayahuasca and psychedelic spirituality. In recent times, some individuals have turned to the use of psychedelics, like ayahuasca, to facilitate spiritual healing and growth. Indigenous Amazonian cultures have used ayahuasca in their ceremonies to connect with the spirit realm. These substances are believed to offer transformative experiences that can lead to profound spiritual insights and emotional healing. Psychedelic spirituality offers an alternative avenue for seekers to embark on their spiritual journey. This offers them a unique way to explore consciousness and find a deeper meaning and purpose in life. And these spiritual movements have undeniably influenced the search for meaning and purpose in profound ways. Each movement offers a distinct way to understanding life mysteries and provides seekers with the tools to embark on their unique paths to spiritual enlightenment. However, as individuals venture into the realm of spirituality, it's crucial to remain mindful of the potential pitfalls of spiritual materialism and ego-driven pursuits, as they can divert us from the true essence of spiritual growth and discovery. I just want to say this is my favorite section. It's like one of my favorite things to talk about. I literally have an entire just section of my journal that talks about this section. I got this off Google, so I'm gonna probably put it in the screen. Oh my gosh, talk about cute thumbnail moment, like what? But anyway, let's get into the section. In the context of spirituality, because we all know there's ego, id, super ego. We're not talking about that right now. So in the context of spirituality, the ego can be understood as a psychological construct that represents the individual's self-image, self-concept, and sense of identity. It's the part of our consciousness that defines our individuality. It separates us from others and seeks validation and recognition in the outside world. When we talk about ego in relation to the soul, it often refers to the contrast between the external self, ego, and the deeper spiritual essence, soul. The ego is concerned with the material world, seeking validation through possessions, achievements, material things. It thrives off competition and comparison, always seeking to prove that it's better or superior. On the other hand, the soul represents our innermost being, the core of our existence beyond the material realm. It is a part of us that is connected to something beyond ourselves, embracing a sense of oneness with the universe and others. The soul seeks authenticity, inner peace, and a connectedness with all living beings. In the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, the soul and the ego can either collide or coexist harmoniously. The ego may desire recognition and achievement from outside sources, leading individuals to adopt spiritual identities in order to fit into a certain belief group or system. In contrast, the soul yearns for genuine self-discovery, inner growth, and a deep connection with the divine or inner consciousness. The ego's quest for identity and validation is an integral part of the human experience, and it's no exception when it comes to spirituality. In the pursuit of meaning and purpose, individuals often seek a sense of belonging and significance, and the ego eagerly grasps onto labels, affiliations, and identities that are presented by spirituality. It did not make sense. The ego eagerly grasps onto these labels, affiliations, and identities that spirituality and the spiritual practices present. Spirituality offers a vast landscape of practices and philosophies, and the ego just has a field day with picking which one to, foster an identity from. This identity becomes a badge to showcase to others, providing a defined sense of self in the journey towards self-discovery. I had to stop the video, and now I feel like the lighting's changed because this light is above me. I don't know how to get rid of it, so I hope that doesn't bother y'all too much. However, the ego's role in spiritual journey can lead to pitfalls and challenges. In the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, the ego's role and involvement can lead to something known as spiritual materialism. This concept, coined by Chogyam Trungpa, I hope I said that right, refers to the tendency of the ego to use spirituality as a means of seeking external validation and accumulating symbols of identity. Instead of genuine self-exploration and inner growth, individuals may become entangled in the trap of spiritual materialism. One of the pitfalls of spiritual materialism is the recognition and validation that is expected from external sources. In the age of social media, where it amplifies our desire for attention and approval, the ego may, lean towards projecting a certain spiritual identity. Like I said in my last video, this is the identity that I try to portray with the clothes I wore, as you can see, the books I read, where I spent my time, because I like to be in my room, in my bed. I don't really be going outside like that. I don't really be sitting on my patio. I try to because it makes me feel good, the sun, but I, thought I had an image to uphold, like I said on my last video. And so I read all these spiritual books, did all these spiritual practices, showed my crystals, showed me meditating, all this, even though I do not get down like that. It's something I would like to do, but as often as I was posting it, I was not doing all that. People may feel compelled to showcase their spiritual practices and accomplishments to receive praise and admiration, inadvertently making their spiritual journey a performance for their audience. From spiritual books and tools to workshops and retreats, individuals may feel a need to accumulate all these markers so that they can portray their spiritual identity and practices to others. They feel they have a certain image to project. However, true spiritual growth lies beyond the external trappings and resides in the depth of internal transformation. I'm tired of recording this now. Moreover, the commercialization of spirituality and spiritual materialism has, brought the rise of spiritual influencers. Workshops and retreats promise rapid enlightenment and a transformation for a hefty price. The quest for spiritual growth has become a lucrative industry, with some individuals exploiting the genuine desire for meaning and purpose by offering quick fix solutions in spiritual products. As spiritual movements gain popularity, the allure of adopting specific spiritual labels or affiliations can lead to superficiality. People may adopt spiritual identities without truly internalizing the teachings or understanding their deeper implications. That's what I mean when I said that I would watch all these Taoism videos but not really understand it or not even appreciate it for what it is. I watched it took my notes down and then just watched another video. I didn't really take it in, I didn't really practice it. The ego may cling to these identities as a sense of status or belonging, losing sight of the essence of spiritual growth, authentic self-discovery, and inner transformation. Additionally, the ego's involvement can create conflict when pursuing spiritual enlightenment. The desire to fit into a particular group or belief system may lead to compromising one's own beliefs or suppressing an individual's authentic experiences. This conflict can hinder the path to genuine self-discovery and, prevent individuals from embracing their unique own journeys. Instead of focusing on inner peace, compassion, and interconnectedness, individuals may become fixated on acquiring spiritual paraphernalia and accumulating achievements to bolster their image. In this age of hyper-consumerism, it is imperative to recognize the difference between true spiritual growth and spiritual materialism. As consumers, we must be mindful of the intentions behind our purchases and avoid falling into the trap of seeking external validation through material means. Also, guys, keep that in the back. You see it? That's my candle. I'm gonna see if I can go and get some ASMR from the candle. It's not a crackling, like it don't got the wood crackling sounds that I don't know why I thought it would. But make sure you go buy my homemade candles, guys. I will be linking my business page. Probably. Most likely. Anyways, the search for deeper meaning and purpose has led to many individuals exploring spirituality as a means of understanding their existence and finding inner peace. While spiritual practices can be a source of solace and growth, an excessive preoccupation with spirituality, known as spiritual obsession, can have adverse effects on mental health. Spiritual obsession involves an all-consuming fixation on spiritual concepts and practices. For some, spirituality becomes the central theme of their lives, permeating every single aspect and overshadowing other elements of their life. This level of preoccupation can have significant effects on their well-being and mental health. One of the primary concerns in this is developing obsessive thinking patterns. When individuals become fixated on the practices and rituals, it leads to compulsive thinking on these ideals, leaving very little room for differing perspectives or aspects of life. This constant rumination can lead to anxiety and stress, impacting mental health negatively. Moreover, an obsession with spirituality can lead to you neglecting other areas of your life, such as relationships, work, or personal responsibilities. As individuals truly immerse themselves into their spiritual learning and their spiritual journey, they may withdraw from social interactions or neglect their responsibilities, leading to feelings of isolation and potential consequences in various areas of life. Which actually, now that I mention it, let's really talk about it, because I never really thought of that before. Everyone reports when they start their spiritual journey, they feel so lonely and they feel so isolated. And is it because that's a question that I want to pose? Is that because it's them isolating themselves because they just become wrapped up in their spirituality that they neglect everything else and they don't adhere to their social relationships? Or is it truly because they have differing opinions and not everybody's going to stand beside them, as a lot of people try to report? So which one is it? But it's because of their own doing that they became completely wrapped up in this? Or is it truly just because they a black sheep? An excessive focus on spirituality may also result in emotional volatility. I think I said that right. As individuals place heightened identity in their spiritual beliefs, they may become overly sensitive to any attack on their belief system. That's what happens when the ego attaches itself to an identity. The ego feels like it needs to defend itself, and if not, it feels like it's gonna die. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's the truth. This heightened reactivity can lead to difficulties in managing stress and alleviating the stress in life's up and downs. Furthermore, spiritual obsession can exacerbate feelings of self-criticism and guilt. When individuals set high spiritual standards for themselves, they may judge themselves for perceived shortcomings in these ideals. This criticism can lead to low self-esteem and lead to the developing or worsening of mental health issues. Obsession with spirituality can also lead to superiority or exclusivity, or a perceived superiority. Some may feel that their spiritual beliefs make them superior to others, creating a divide and fostering a sense of alienation from those who don't share the same beliefs. This can hinder social connections and foster more mental health problems, which again goes back to my question, are they really facing isolation, or are they just alienating others and alienating themselves? Spiritual obsession can lead to a distorted sense of identity. When spirituality becomes the main lens through which the individual perceives themselves, they may lose sight of other aspects of their identity, leading to a one-dimensional self-concept. This lack of a multifaceted identity and personality can impact self-esteem and resilience. In the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, it is important to remember that spirituality isn't about accumulating possessions, achieving a status, or projecting a certain image. Rather, it's an inward journey that requires self-exploration, humility, and inner transformation. By transcending the ego's attachments and embracing your true essence, individuals can experience true, profound spiritual insights and genuine meaning and purpose in their lives. As we reflect on the pitfalls of spiritual materialism, they serve as a poignant reminder to approach our spiritual journeys with authenticity and mindfulness. The ego's desire for external validation, acceptance, and identity can lead us astray, blurring the path to genuine self-discovery and inner fulfillment. It's all too easy to get caught up in the external trappings, seeking recognition and validation from others, instead of focusing on our eternal growth and transformation. In the pursuit of spiritual growth, we must recognize the influence of the ego, its tendency to grasp onto external symbols of identity. We must navigate the spiritual landscape with a deeper sense of purpose, grounded in our true selves and our connection with the soul. It is through this genuine connection with our inner essence that we can find profound meaning and purpose in our lives. Let us strive for a more profound understanding of spirituality, one that transcends material pursuits and embraces the richness of inner transformation. By cultivating self-awareness and humility, we can shed the ego's need for validation and embrace the true essence of spirituality, a journey of self-discovery and inner growth. I don't know how many times I've said that already. As we tread this path, let us remember that the true essence of spirituality lies in the depth of our being, waiting to be uncovered and embraced with an open heart and an open mind. That's the video. That's all I have for you today, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Love, Sanaa.